The opinions expressed in the following program are not necessarily those of Eastlink Community TV, its sponsors, or partners.
Hi, my name is Laurel. I am a singer-songwriter, ukulelist from Port Robinson, Ontario, and I love cats and making sourdough bread.
I see. Oh, Laurel, it's a pleasure to meet you.
To meet you.
Thanks for being with us here today at
I'm
Windecker
excited.
Road. I don't know about uke, but I love the ukulele.
Nice.
This is good, right? So the all ukulele show. Tell me a little bit about this one. I've never seen an Ibanez uke.
I have had this for a number of years and finally upgraded from one that was just brandless in my mom's basement. Picked it up, loved it, started on guitar, and found it really difficult to play. So needed something that could plug in and do gigs. So
You
yeah.
favor the uke, huh?
Yeah, her name's Ruby because she used to have a red ribbon for a strap.
So Ruby and you're gonna play some originals for us.
Yeah, I'll start with a tune called Paul. I've had a lot of Pauls in my life ask me like, "This song isn't about me, eh?" I'm like, if you listen to the lyrics, I don't think it's talking about you.
Vain.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I think that it was just meant to explore the different kind of positive and negative meanings of a phrase. Poor Paul was a beautiful soul with a glass left eye and a bulbous nose and a clefted lip and a big protruding gut. Poor Paul had a beautiful mind. He could recite Tolstoy line for line, and he never stepped on people and saw cracks. And at the grocery store he put mislaid items back, and he buried roadkill and all that day wear black. But the weight from all their stares added fuel to all his fears that he'd die alone, never knowing love. Yeah, who will mourn the grotesque said then open to his cold chest when they found him on the day he'd had enough. He threw it all away on the judgment that his life was just a footnote and that love was never blind. He threw it all away. He was not the only one that did. Suzanne was a tractable wife. She had lived in this town all her life, and the only man she had ever loved was Bill. Old Bill was a sack of a man. He would sit, watch NASCAR, and crush cans of Keystone Light, and then chuck 'em at Suzanne. She'd die inside and fetch him another can. And her heart screamed, how much hate can one soul stand? But the bruises from those beers added fuel to all her fears that the vows she made would lead her to an early grave. So she packed the car and she drove real far while Sackman Bill was at the bar. When she crossed the state line, she knew that she'd been saved. She threw it all away on the judgment that some vows are not worth keeping if they only make you sad. She threw it all away. She was not the only one that did. I stood at the edge of the pier with a box full of your things, eyes full of tears, and debated if my heart would swim or drown. You were gone, that much was known. Did you still love me? Would you ever come home? I might as well have wrestled with the ground. It's as hard and unrelenting as it sounds. So I tipped that box and I watched it all flow down. Yeah, I tipped that box and I watched it all flow down. I threw it all away. on the judgment that some memories aren't worth keeping if they only hold you back. Through it all, I threw it all away. We were not the only ones. We threw it all away. On the judgment that some memories aren't worth keeping if they only make you sad. Through it all, we threw it all away. We were not the only ones that did.
It's pretty rare that I'm speechless. Wow. Where do I begin? Quite the story. Very relatable. The way you just string those lyrics together, that was with a bubbly
People say,
little.
like, if you can cram more words in there,
But-
try.
No, but
That's just really my writing style. I feel like
it's lovely, and gosh, I'm a little bit flabbergasted. And I liked the simplicity of the ukulele allows you to listen to the lyrics more, I find.
this is a very different format for me. I don't play solo ever. It's normally me and my partner at the very least, or me and a choir and a band. Like I'm never this stripped down, and I really love it because like lyricism is the most important thing to me in music. So when I can't hear the lyrics of what somebody's singing, I'm pissed.
People would attest to me too.
I really love to. So I love this format because telling the story is very clear and concise, but it's also vulnerable, right?
Very
There's
vulnerable.
nothing
That
to
was
hide
just-
behind, and it's just you and your instrument and Steve.
Steve's loving it.
And,
Oh my gosh. Well, Ruby has your back. Oh my gosh.
Come on, bud. You can do it.
I think he'd love that. Wow. Or the dress.
We're best friends.
Yes.
If there's one thing anybody knows about me, probably before my love of music, it's my love of cats.
So Laurel, you were talking about how with the ukulele and just this setting, it's kind of stripped down. You and Ruby alone, but you do play with other people in bands. or-
Yeah, pretty well exclusively with other people. I don't often have opportunity or desire to play solo because I've just become so accustomed to having other instruments and voices and collaboration. So yeah, it tends to be a rarity, but I'm trying to do more of it to get back to the root of what the songs started as,
You're right.
and
Oh,
can they
yeah.
stand alone without these other things?
So your next original song, what's it called?
Embarrassment.
Embarrassment.
And it is a minuscule song, and this is me attempting to do it without them. So you may see me do this to indicate, like, this is the other
Guys,
voice
it's your
saying
turn.
the
Ready?
thing.
Yeah.
It is classic that I will screw something up in this song
Well, it's not like you wrote it.
because it feels like it carries this, like, you need to be as authentic as possible. So if you mess something up, oh, you experience that moment of embarrassment in the song. And
Only
so-
you and Ruby will know.
Aw man, shoot, let me explain. That's not the way I operate. Give me a chance to do it all again. Face palm, cringe so hard I sprained my jaw. Just a momentary lapse, but now I'm painted like an imbecile. I'm getting better every time that I fail, but also leave a trail of disappointment trapping me in shame jail. I'm human, man, you know we all make mistakes. So can you cut me a break instead of making it a big display? If it doesn't serve you, leave it all behind. shadow your great rays of awesomeness? Embarrassment, will it roll off your shoulders or permeate the carapace? Embarrassment, will you sit ruminating, replaying the whole event? Or can you just let go? Down we go in a spiral of shame. I work so hard to be a winner, but there ain't one in the blame game. Washed out, this weight I could do without, but I wanna be receptive to the lessons that life's shouting out. How do I know how much to take it to heart? To honor the situation but not tear my self-esteem apart. Post hoc, wanna hide under a rock, need to just move forward, but this worry makes a deadlock. Guaranteed everyone has forgotten it already. Embarrassment, will you allow it to shadow your great rays of awesomeness? Embarrassment, will it roll off your shoulders to permeate the carapace? Embarrassment, will you sit ruminating, replaying the whole event? Or can you just let go? How do I save lost face with humility and grace? How do I hold my head high? Have you even tried? When will this awful feeling end? It's up to you, my friend. It's proof that you're alive. Days pass and I'm getting my groove back from the clutches of the monster that told me that I got shit to prove. We talked, my intentions are unlocked from a closet of misinformation. Glad I'm to have this train to stop, and Lord knows it'll happen again, but I can change the dialogue from deprecation to something humane. We're flawed, no one's safe from screwing up, and the people who are worth your time will leave you over tripping up. Dang, this self-awareness looks so good on you. Embarrassment, will you allow it to shadow your great rays of awesomeness? Embarrassment, will it roll up your shoulders or permeate the carapace? Embarrassment, will you sit ruminating, replaying the whole event? Or can you just let go?
I think I just found my new theme song. That's fantastic and utterly relatable to, I'm sure, so many demographics. Oh, wow. Embarrassment. Does that feel good to get that out?
It's
It's a mouthful.
It is.
But
I had a lot to say in that moment, and
so poetically.
I found myself quoting it to somebody, which felt really bizarre.
As long as you're practicing what you preach.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know. It is a way to force me to do exactly that. It is a way to, if I'm gonna put it down on wax, man, I better believe in it, and I better, follow that follow that lesson. Yeah, because I must have believed it, and I do. So yeah, everybody deserves to get over it.
Yeah.
You know, everybody does.
So Laurel, I can't help but notice we've switched it up. What's the story behind this ukulele?
You know, this purchase, to be honest, was probably born out of insecurity because I used to play solo a lot and thought nobody wants to listen to a ukulele for 4 hours. So I tried to find ways to cover the spectrum sonically a little better. So this is an octave uke. There is a truss rod in it, so it can handle the tension of the bigger, fatter strings.
It's like a guitar.
And it is
Like a little mini bass.
Yeah, exactly. It's still tuned like a uke.
Yeah.
But it was, just my way of being able to switch out the sound over the course of, a 3-hour gig and give variety to the ears. I recall my Vestal voyage on a psilocybin Saturday. My feathers preened a fumbling teen, forever feeling like I had to compensate. I snatched that hefty sandwich bake of chalky bottom drakes, and in a reckless posture dumped its earthy powder deep into my head. Soon I was splattering the foreign's parking lot with all my guts. The street lights comets trailing Monets against the summer dusk. The backseat cackling like some seagull sparring for tossed pizza crust. And they dragged my body down to Nellis, where waves like fingers beckoned us. And man, that was a rad day. That was a rad day in Grim City. I recall the day I learned you lost your life. My college room, a silent tomb of questions begging to be shown some light. I sped licenseless down Highway 6 with pouring eyes, back to my hometown where the tragedy was realized. I stepped into your house and saw your father sitting in a chair, his withered, forlorn form collapsing under thick despair. Your brother met me in the doorway and we held each other there, knowing all you'd never feel and know and love and share. And man, that was a sad day. That was a sad day in Grim City. I watch the world pass by now from my bed at Evergreen, a nest of tubes protruding from the raisined vessel that has carried me. I wax fondly on the life that's led me here. Fires neath bridges, stolen stairway kisses, lakes and lakes of tears. Did I conform too much, or was my essence honored well? Will I leave legacy or rest as dust upon the annals? Have I made peace with all that shackled me, or do I dwell? Have I withheld my love or rang it out like wedding bells? What lies beyond the door into the unknown realm? I have lived my last day in Grim City. In Grim City.
You evoke so much within somebody else when you're delivering your songs. I don't know if you realize how well you're hitting everybody, but you're doing it. Mission accomplished.
Good.
If somebody wants to look you up, hear your music, where are we going to find you?
minusculemusic.com would be the choir stuff, and that's where most songs that I write these days. Grim City will be a minuscule song.
Yeah.
LaurelandHully.com, though, too, is me and my partner doing our side thing. We have some original tunes that are coming out, but it's mostly just cute videos in our backyard because he does videography and we have some nice cameras, so he just likes to practice on us shooting some songs out by some sunflowers, and yeah.
Well, thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Cheers. Thanks.
Nice.